Welcome back, everybody, to the Lifted, Lowered, and Confused podcast. It may appear that we're in the same clothes and location as last week.
I don't bathe.
A little deja vu.
That's because we are.
Yeah, this was 30 seconds after last
true.
week's.
That's true. That's true.
Gotcha.
We figured we'd split it up into a couple different segments, couple different shows for you guys, the Cali portion and the Vegas portion. So we left off in Vegas. Good times.
Great time.
Sounds like an episode of Curious George.
Well, there's some stuff we forgot to touch on the Vegas
Left
episode
off
last
in
week.
Vegas.
Like how they allowed us to go to the closed off area of the Peterson to check out that truck.
That's true. We'll
like-
backtrack for a second here.
You want to jump into that yet?
We'll backtrack here for just a second here to the
Rewind. You got a rewind button on that thing?
I don't.
We got the one.
Hit one random. Can I hit
do
one?
the memory one?
I'm going to reach out.
Do light blue. Light blue.
No, nothing.
That's not it.
Light
Oh,
blue.
that's good.
Light blue. Light blue. Never mind.
No. Oh, see, now we did it.
I never said pink. Never, not once.
We
Does
pushed.
that
remind you of Dean's
We
eyes?
pushed.
Poke it.
2 fingers.
Anyway, now that we've traveled through Cricket Lane here, back to the Peterson. Couple things that we forgot to touch on. One, they let us back into a private area to check out a
Where
truck.
They work on the vehicles. They prep them for coming out to the museum, putting them on display and whatnot. There's a big sign, "Do not enter." But there was.
Somebody spotted something in the back that looked like a lowrider.
It wasn't a lowrider. It was a truck with 14s on
Yeah.
it.
Wonder what that is. And old boy was coming out with a bike. He was coming out to get a bike and bring it in. I said, "Yo, do me a favor. Hey, what's up? What's up?" He thought I was going to ask about some information. I'm like, "What is that over there?" He goes, "Honestly, I don't really know." I said, "Would you mind if we went back there and took a look?" And he goes, he kind of looked, my man looks around. He's like, "Who?" I said, "Like, just us." And I pointed like 2 of us, right? He's like, "Yeah, how can I make that happen?" He comes back, there's like 9 of us. And I said, "Yeah, man, it's cool. He's going to let us in." And he was just kind of like going like that. He let us walk right on in. I said, "We ain't got to go past this."
But
Walk
we
right up in
did.
there.
But we did.
Well, we did. Okay, yeah, we were aggressively forward about that. But he was cool as a cucumber. He explained some stuff to us. He's like, half the stuff he knew, the other side, half he was just like, "I don't know." But he was letting us back there.
Yeah, he was just a mechanic back there, but he was a cool guy. Cool guy.
We got a little. I think we got a video clip of us actually coming out of there.
I got it. Yeah, I'll send it to Will so we can put it up there.
The other cool thing that you
There's
said
a
was,
couple things. James Hetfield from Metallica, the lead singer.
God, we had 9 of his cars there.
He had a lot of.
bunch of
and
9 out of 300 of them.
They are. He's got some badass rides, bro.
Dude, and they're
that purple
all
one was
one-off-
gorgeous.
all one-off customs. He's into very custom hot rods.
Yeah.
And then poor Harlod. Harlod is a big speed racer.
That's true.
He had his heart set on seeing the speed racer. What's the name of the car?
Cartoons and
Mark
anime.
5 or
That's
something.
his
Yeah,
thing.
Mach 5. Mach 5. And he goes the entire time. He's like, "Where's it at?" We're on because it's 4 levels. You have the upper, middle, lower, and then you go into the vault in the basement.
He was just progressively let down.
Yeah.
So we finally get to the basement. And he's like, "It's got to be down here." So we're walking around, and I assured him, I was like, "It was here. I've seen it before." So we find a guy. Him and I are walking. We find a guy, and he's like, "Oh man, we shipped it out like 3 days ago. It's at another museum for 2 weeks." And he was heartbroken.
Oh, no.
So
He was ready to just pack up the whole
he
kit.
was done.
Before that, he found the sign
Found the sign.
where it was parked.
So on the way out, I said, "Harold, you didn't see the Mach 5, but the sign's right here." He goes, "Yeah." I said, pick that bitch up and take a picture with it. He's like, "You ain't gonna do that."
He did.
Go and take a picture. So he picked up the sign.
Allegedly.
Oh, I saw that picture. Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's I got evidence.
There's that picture.
So he picks up the sign for the Mach 5 and he's like cheesing out, smiling with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he didn't get to see the car, but
Something.
he got to fondle the sign.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
Smell it.
But
Finish up.
it was a good time.
anyway.
So anyway, fast forward now. We're going back
Yeah,
to
fast
Vegas.
forward back to Vegas here.
Hold on.
I hate you.
That was
I
the wrong
hate
one.
you so much. We're just gonna do that right there. So anyway, we got to Vegas. We got to Vegas late. What did we do, man? We returned the van. They hit us with the
We
$12
dropped. Yeah, we
a
dropped
gallon.
everybody off at the hotel. Then you and I rolled up to the airport to return the van, and that's when you found out about the $12 a gallon.
Still your
Ouch.
money.
Yeah.
God.
Then we got back. What did we do? We go get some food.
Yeah,
hang
we ended
out.
up at the
I don't even
pizza
remember.
When didn't we go get some
Pizza
food?
place
After
was
we got
first.
some food, what y'all want to
That's
do? We
true,
went and
we
got
ate a
some
lot.
food.
I've never been out there, man.
We were at Carlos
was-
Pizza.
It was either eat or gamble. And like the casinos, I ain't gonna lie, they're kind of dirty.
What was that? Yeah. What is the across from the hotel? What was that casino?
Cross was Caesars.
Caesars. Yeah. So sidestep. This is for me and Scott. We actually went over to Caesars real quick and went to there. They had a nice little cigar bar. Had a great selection, nice drink. We just sat there for like an hour, 2 hours. So that was actually a little side quest. Me and him went. We were dying to find a nice little cigar bar and just happened to be right across the river there at the at Caesars. Had a nice little cigar room and everything. So that was cool. That was a little thing for me and him. But I know not everybody likes cigars. Clearly, but
Yeah, thanks.
there's nice things,
Yeah, we came back and ate pizza.
but there's also trashy things out
Some
Oh,
people,
dude.
some
Dude.
people are into cigars. Some people are into pizza.
there. Yeah.
Like,
People were into prostitutes walking around Vegas everywhere.
really?
Ryan had his sign out there, giving everybody the 10.
Oh no.
He was excited.
It was a good time.
This is a good time.
But yeah, the cake boss guy. What's his name? Does anybody know?
Carlos? Is that what you said? Carlos?
He had
Everything.
he had a ton of restaurants out there, but my man also had something I ain't never seen before.
Never.
He had a pizza vending machine
Really?
There
And
was
a cake
two
vending
and then-
machine.
and a cake vending machine.
How did that work?
You could walk up
Explain
and
that.
it had a picture of like pepperoni, sausage,
Yeah.
cheese, whatever,
Alright.
and you would make your selection,
Yep.
and somehow the machine would put it together and cook it,
Cook it.
and then drop it down for you. It was just a pizza vending machine. Like you walk
And
up
I
and
mean,
be like,
it
I'm
wasn't
hitting
chintzy
C4.
either.
Boop, boop.
It was the
5
size
minutes
of
later,
like
a cube piece of pizza would pop out.
it was like a size of like 2 big ass fridges. It was huge.
Yeah.
2 of these
And-
we saw, mind you.
And then he had, I think I got the.
I almost wanted to get a piece just to see what it was like.
I almost did. I couldn't find it again though. It was in because I don't know if anybody's ever been there, but those casinos there,
Yeah, we stayed
they're
at
big.
Harrah's. We stayed at Harrah's.
you get
and
lost in them bitches.
They were in Harrah's quite a bit. And the cakes were like, it was like a freezer because it tells you to thaw them out or whatever.
About 15 minutes. I got a picture of that one. I'm pretty sure 'cause I'm fat and I thought it was cool.
Yeah. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked with food here.
Side quest with
Vegas,
food
Vegas
again.
was cool. We saw a lot of cool lowriders. We, of course, through before the show,
Crazy.
the night before, we saw a few cruising the strip and stuff. We saw a few on trailers.
We said
was
it
cool.
the other episode. They don't play out there.
They don't,
No.
man.
From just not even like the quality of the cars. Just them boys out there is mid traffic switch happy. Don't
Yeah.
care.
They don't care, man. They
Do
don't
not care. I went over and told. I said, "Hey, homeboy, your radiator's leaking." Straight up, got out his car, come looked at it. He goes, "Oh, all right, thanks for telling me." Gets back in his car and just sits in traffic. And this was like a full show, 64 Impala, did not care.
Yeah.
Clipped it a few times,
Like,
popped it up, didn't care. Just okay.
yeah. And we saw these cruising the strip. Mind you, this is late at night on what night was it?
This was Thursday night. we got
Thursday
in.
night. So after we saw a few, we went back to the room, slept, got up the next day, and I said, well, of course, for you guys know from the podcast before, I didn't have a press pass, so I couldn't get into roll in, couldn't do all the stuff because the argument I had. Well,
Bit of a racket.
they never stopped us from going into the roll in.
No, we just walked
So
in.
we just walked in, and you obviously saw from the video, we got a little bit of content from the roll in there.
High Class was the first club we came across.
It's more of a suggestion that you don't go.
Bro, those
Yeah.
dudes don't miss.
They don't.
High
They
class.
don't.
They don't miss.
It was like the what did you dub it? The year of the 56.
It is, man. It really is. Year
Man, and I've been
56.
talking about. I love those things for a couple years.
And I'll get into that here in a little bit, man. So we got a little bit of footage from the roll-in. Excuse me.
They went live for a couple minutes
Went live for a few, yeah.
and then tapped out.
Yeah, and then we left and did a couple more Vegas things, and went to Fremont.
Fremont.
Was wild.
Oh, that was cool. We'll get into that in a minute. That
Yeah.
was. I'll take that over the strip every day of the week.
Yeah,
It was-
Fremont
it
was cool. We found the donut place.
Yeah.
The pink box, so good, makes you want to lick the box.
I bought a shirt.
That's a real, yeah.
That is
Hey,
the
you got a
slogan.
shirt? Scott didn't get any donuts the first time. He got a shirt, and then I got some donuts because I'm fat.
Well-
and I was like,
Went through
so
and got
these
the
donuts are
100%.
amazing. And he's like, well, damn, maybe I should have got a donut instead of a
That's
shirt.
what I said too.
They really are good.
Donuts and the shirts are the
They
same
really are
price.
good. So I got this donut called the poo.
The poo.
Oh, the poo.
It literally looks like a poo emoji,
It's
and it
proud.
was so good.
Nice.
It was good. It was good.
We ended up
But,
there Sunday morning, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Sunday morning we went back.
went on an adventure for donuts
Yeah.
across Vegas.
It was cool though. We did all the sightseeing. It was cool because while we're sightseeing, at any given moment, you look down at the strip or you look over somewhere, and there's a lowrider chilling or cruising or something.
Yep.
So it was cool, man. But
Very active scene out there.
yeah, and then of course the next day was the show on Saturday, and the show just like always, like last time I was there, it's
I will
great
say that
show.
hats off to the Vegas Super Show and everybody involved and participated in setting that up. Outstanding show.
Yeah,
That's my opinion. Outstanding show.
it was a great show.
Outside of the vehicles that are there, just
It was a good size show.
Yes.
Not
Like
too
you
big,
said,
not
it's
too
not
small,
not
but
as big
it's-
as Phoenix,
no.
but the level of quality has you
Higher
slowing
quality,
down to
I
just
think.
like look
Yeah.
almost, you know.
and
seeing
it sucks because I was running around getting pictures.
Right.
I took so many pictures that I didn't actually get to
was the
stop
same way.
and look at any of the cars.
By the time I got done filming the walk around, I was toast.
My back was just cashed. By
But
the end of that trip.
but there was a lot of nice cars, man. Platinum Choice. That was my first time seeing Platinum Choice in person. Won Best Lowrider of the
Phone with
year,
that.
and that car was just
Is that the one with the
was the-
belt-driven?
yeah,
pumps?
the yellow. Was it 63 or 4?
Let me see.
I don't even remember. Like I said, I couldn't pay attention that close. But the pump setup was like they made the trunk setup look like an engine, and it had belt driven pumps
Ah, I
and stuff.
saw
and it
that.
had
Yeah,
had
yeah,
suicide
yeah.
doors on it, and it was just
It's a 3.
it's a 3.
It's a 3.
It was man, everything
It
engraved.
looked like a mirror
and
from the front to the
painted.
back. Yeah.
The undercarriage was painted, and it was painted in a way where when it reflected on the mirror, you could read it all nice. It was just a lot of detail in that car.
So
imagine
when
being hours.
when you walked in there, you had the Platinum Choice up front.
Oh.
You had the Boulevard Bully. Couple of, like
Yeah, I
every
think the Boulevard Bully got second place
In the
out of
bombs.
the bombs for the year.
any vehicle in that, like when you first walked in, that row was right down the middle. Any one of those vehicles could have won. Had a good leg to stand on for winning best of. Like it was.
Oh, we even saw
ridiculous.
the Lincoln that was made at that was built at Counts Customs.
Oh, the,
Yeah, he cruises that car, bro. He drives that car.
We saw the Lincoln
on
that was made at
daily.
Counts Customs.
That's the dude that works there. That's
Yeah.
his car.
Yeah, I don't know if he still works there or not, but yeah, I think we're Facebook friends. He and I.
That is a bad Lincoln, man. The blue and black on that paint job. Mm-hmm. Golly, and then
He
somebody
was the
said that's
he's the
from,
painter out there for it, right?
He was one of them. He's a nice guy. I met him the first time I was at Vegas. Nice guy, but he drives it, bro. It's not even just a show car. He drives it like it's.
made some good contacts. Finally got to meet the
Yeah, listen.
owner and creator of Tropical Glitz. Was it?
Right. Yeah, we met Manny out there. Shout out to Manny. I told him, and as you guys know, whenever you see me paint, I use his
Great
products.
Guy, great product. Absolutely.
I'm a pretty big promoter in his products. I think they're quality. I think they're great. Not just him though. We met a lot of cool people out there, man. We met a lot of cool families.
Georgia and her husband.
Yeah, we took some Three Wheel Willie shirts out there. Yep. Some of these shirts. And we wanted to hand them out to people, you know, and so we handed a lot out to some families, and I gave one to we met Alex from Hoppo's out there. Shout out to Alex. We gave him a shirt. We gave Georgia and her husband Jamie a shirt.
Shout out to Alex. I gave him like $4,000.
Yeah, right. I think we've given them all given them a lot
I
of
said
money.
I gave Alex $4,000.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Something like that.
We want
guy-
to give you a T-shirt with this purchase.
Yeah, the guy that made the Enox, right? The
Yes.
the knockoff spinners, the spinning
designer and
knockoffs.
engineer of that, and great guy, great to talk to. From somebody who's in the fab field, well engineered. I was actually a little bit surprised, if I'm not lying. I was a little bit surprised on just how much engineering and thought went into that. I was actually really impressed. Well designed part.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the spinner that spins, the knockoff that spins
Floats.
or floats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
listen, he broke it down, showed me, and I'm like, that is an extremely well engineered piece.
Yeah,
Like, I'm around that all day. I was pretty impressed, actually. A lot of thought went into that, a lot of trial and error.
Yeah. I met Jesse with the 74 glass house.
Yeah, talked to him. Yeah.
Super clean purple glass house. Plethora of information, man. That guy knew a lot of stuff, man. Told us some stuff that we didn't know about. You know,
For 19 years, you said?
Swapping parts and off of what cars work best and stuff. We gave him a shirt. Super nice guy, man. Shout out to
Humble.
Jesse.
Very humble.
Big Cleveland.
Big Cleveland.
Big Cleveland.
Big Cleveland make me look like small potato.
He did, man. Big
I'm
Cleveland was
6
a big
foot,
fella, man.
265, and I felt like I was just like,
That's it.
See,
Shout out to Big Cleveland. He was out there with his family.
he's like, look for my comment. Look my
We
my
gave,
name in the comment section.
We gave his kids a couple of shirts because they were out there as a family doing the thing, and that's what we're trying to promote. You know, family environment.
His whole family was him and his wife and his kids.
Yeah,
Real nice little unit there.
yeah. And then the other
Nice. They're
family,
very appreciative.
We didn't catch the name of the folks on the monorail, but we gave that family.
No, we got a whole family,
we gave all
a
them
whole other
shirts.
family shirt, so they were so thrilled about that.
Yeah, we're just out there trying to do our part, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, Vegas. I love it out there. I tell these guys all the time that I want to move west. I would love to be somewhere in the Phoenix, Nevada, Vegas kind of area. I like the desert, or West Texas even.
You're gonna look like SpongeBob out of water in there.
I love it. I love it out there. I love it out there.
As much as I dislike like California politics, LA weather, Jesus, dude.
wow.
It was
Yeah.
78 with a breeze and no humidity, like perfect.
Give me that
Perfect.
desert. Give me that desert.
I'm good with the desert.
That dry.
You don't even like spiders. How are you gonna mess with scorpions, bro?
That desert.
Or you know what?
It's different. It's different.
You seen the
It's
spiders
a spider
out
with
there?
with a butt that can sting you.
It's
You seen
different.
the spiders out there? You could ride one.
It's different.
Big as yo dog.
It's different. Anyway, Vegas was cool, man. I'm trying to think of the cars that we saw out there, man. There were so many good
What you want?
cars.
I got them all.
But
pulled up.
like I
The
said, it was.
This
I saw
57 to
more.
life. That thing was gorgeous.
Yeah.
The
So typically you see, a couple years ago, the big ramp up in 57s, right? Everybody started to have 57s. You saw 57s everywhere. That was the new car to have. That was the new 6.4, right? Everybody wanted a 57. And then this year, all of a sudden, not so many 57s, but a ton of 56s. All of
And
a
I've
sudden,
been saying that for 2
56s
years.
have just shot up. Yeah, you're a big 56
Big
guy.
56 fan.
Never seen it.
And
Nothing
I
against
grew
them.
up
I like
as a
them.
57 fan. I still am a 57 fan, but preferably if I had to flip a coin or pick, it would be the 56 because to me, the lines, the trim on a 56, the way it teardrops and falls off the back end of the ass of that car, it just looks like it's made for 14s and white walls. And just laid out. It's just gorgeous. And yeah, they were just one after the next. There was 56s in a row, all pretty in a row.
Malo 57.
Hard tops, drops, you name it.
So Malo 57 has got the coolest trailer. His trailer is a show setup. Like it's plexiglass wall. So when you're going down the road, you can light it up. It's lit up inside, and you can see the car.
It looked like a Matchbox car in the package hanging on the shelf.
Oh, the
like,
trailer that the car goes in.
The trailer. Yeah.
Literally,
So
and
it's
lights
three
on
sides
it,
and then plexiglass.
Oh, wow.
So as you're driving, the whole car's on display.
As you're
Going down the
driving,
road.
you can sit there and see what you can't afford.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is insult to injury.
Yeah, that is insult. What's it going to cost to get 1 inch thick plexiglass around this whole trailer? And they was like,
Done.
done. Say less, fam.
Yeah. I talked to one cat out there. He had a 56 for sale, the burnt orange one. 145, 150 grand. I think he was asking for it.
I'll take two.
Oh, that's the one that had the smoothie fifth wheel. Gorgeous car. And you said that, and I was just like, yep, that seems on brand.
Like the Cruise in El Camino was in that same row of vehicles that could have very easily.
Yeah.
I mean, whole undercarriage is painted, exhaust is engraved,
Yeah,
suspension
You
is
said it in the
engraved.
last
They're on a
episode. Their
whole
show
nother
cars
level.
out there are like they're daily drivers out there. Are like
just going through here, man, you
show
see
cars for us down here.
Boulevard Bully, every nut and bolt's engraved, everything's painted.
There's not an area that's not touched. Or,
Malo 57, and man, just every flipping thing on this car is completely done. And then Platinum Choice, which won.
Yeah.
But it's just like
that's just a nasty car.
you see the
And the
hydraulic
fitment,
setup
too.
to make it look made it look like the engine.
The fitment. I'll see stuff that have all the pretty whistles and bells, but the fitment's off, or there's the upholstery is not as straight and tight as it could be. That one that he's talking
Listen,
about.
if you guys aren't from Vegas or the West Coast, and you're not near Vegas to go to that show is one of the shows worth spending the money. Take a trip.
Going twice.
So, and what's cool is like that show doesn't have a sanctioned hop like a few other ones do.
Right.
But they had the Frank's After Hop, right? Mm-hmm. And a few of you guys went in.
I got some video.
I know Trent and I and a few of the other guys. We didn't go in. We actually watched it up from the monorail station. You
The
can kind of see
first
down there.
3 cars, and I got them all. The first 3 were 357 drops, and I mean one more high dollar than the next. 357s in a row. I've never seen that.
Banging
I'll probably
bumper.
never see that again in my life. 357 show cars,
Yeah, they're not
clapping ass.
like down here. Your hoppers are they push the bitches in,
Beat up
or they
town
come
cars.
in and they're just beat and
Beat up
These
town
were
cars.
They've got one
award-winning-
purpose and one purpose only, and after that, all of a sudden you just see them on the strip cruising with 6 people in them. Like, Jesus.
these things were award-winning
Yes,
cars
award-winning.
that were like, that's cute. Watch this.
Yeah. Really, they really were.
Gold bumpers
But,
just clapping the ground. Don't
Like
even
we
care.
didn't go in. So I legitimately walked from the entrance of that place. They had traffic backed up like 3 blocks. Like I walked down the
Hold
road
up,
to
they
the
had
stoplight.
Crack Out Bob directing traffic, so it's all right.
Yeah, I walked down the block to the light, made the left. Walked down that block to the light, made that left. Walked all the way down that block, and the road started to curve. And finally, I had to turn back. I was like, man, this is just gonna go forever. And they're all out there waiting to get in. They're all hitting switches. It's just
It's
the
something to see.
environment,
That's all you can say. It's
the
something to see.
atmosphere. It's just
And everybody's nice,
they
too.
do, yeah.
And
yeah,
there's some,
everybody
listen,
was friendly.
there's some intimidating looking figures out there. That's what I'll say. And they are probably they're nicer than any Floridian. That's all I can say.
They also have
Really though.
the one kid. Remember, I walked up to him like, he had that super high lockout in the rear. I think it was a Regal.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, what size cylinders are these? And he goes, I don't know, dude. My guy built it. I'm like,
Everybody,
so
what you got for cylinders there? He goes, I don't know, man. I bought it. The guy that
my
built
buddy
it.
built
built it.
My
yeah.
buddy built it.
my builder built it.
Yeah.
I'm like, so he didn't tell you what size cylinders they were? He's like, man, I don't know, but watch.
But what? That's what he said. But watch this.
Look what I can do. Look what I
Look
can
at my
do.
money got me.
Yeah, it was.
I am a huge.
I literally
baffled me.
I turned around and went, and then walked back to the
I'm
curb.
a huge believer in if you're gonna have something like that built, you gotta learn. Even if you come into it completely green, you gotta learn the basic components of it. Also, just so you can troubleshoot, and it's safer that way. You need to know about these cars if you're gonna be rolling around. They dangerous as hell, straight up. They dangerous, and to not
they
know
can be.
anything other than this is the switch that I touched that I paid for. Not a good color. Not a good color to wear.
So it was funny. I made jokes.
Everybody,
Yeah, oh yeah.
what did he say?
I mean, what did he say?
Did he really just say that? He really said that.
Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this.
There was even a C6 Corvette out there on hydraulics.
Man, yeah. All of a sudden he just come down, he laid out. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And it looked like bone stock on the outside. All of a sudden it just laid out.
Yeah.
We thought it was air right at first. It was, he had a
No,
bump in
he
that
had,
thing.
he had the sauce in there.
And then there was was it a Regal or a Money? It was a G body. Go figure. Had a little bit of bump in it.
Was it red?
It was white.
Shocking.
It's rough.
Had a little bit of
going
bump in
on
it, and our Ryan gave the guy props. He's like, because Kurt was talking to him. He's like, man, what do you got in there? And the guy's like, I have 4.8. And he's like, no way. So the
shaking
dude
the
literally
block.
stopped the car in traffic, got out, popped the trunk, and sure enough, he had 4.8s in the back deck and then a couple amps in there. Closes the trunk. Ryan comes walking up, and Kurt's like, hey, Ryan, what do you think my man's got in there? And the dude turned it up, and it was knocking pretty solid. Ryan's like, oh, he's got like 215s or something. The dude's like 4.8s. Ryan just goes and puts his hand in and gives the dude daps. He's like, good job, Ray. That's solid.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. So
That was cool, man. I thoroughly had a good time out there. I love it out there. I can't wait to
I
go
don't think,
back.
well, let's try to find that's the highlight. So any poor endings to anything? I don't think we had really a bad time at all with anything outside of like dealing with
The prices of stuff.
The
other
prices,
than
you know, like
prices
stuff
are
like that. Like,
that. Them Tito's.
We're in the
man.
touristy area. They get you with the tourist prices, you know.
Those
yeah.
$20
But I mean,
drinks no
there was
matter
just
what.
nothing but highlights.
22 for a Tito and cranberry.
Yeah, they
This
get
big.
you.
Oh man, I got a double for
40,
Ryan.
$44.
$44 for a double. I said, I gave it to him. He's like, thanks, man. And I gave him a stern dad eye. I said, you better sip this shit. And he goes, what? And I look over to my right. So I said, what happened? I said, $44 goddamn dollars. And Ryan goes,
Cost me a 50 with tax.
he wet his tongue. I said, you better sip.
Prices were crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, gratuity must be included. Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, me, Justin, and I went to all the big casinos. We did $5 into slots.
Each one.
How'd you fare out?
Not so good on the slots. Slots. I don't get slots. Like I just put my money in and I push the button a couple times.
I get slots all the time.
Nothing.
Nothing ever happens.
Beep.
And that's how you
and
get pink eye.
That's the thing.
That's a rat. Wait, that's a rat.
You didn't get kidnapped, which I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
For sure. I think the pink eye
One
held you
tried.
back.
The
One
pink eye
tried.
slowed
I think
him
the pink eye
down
slowed you
for
down a little
sure.
bit.
One tried. I still have a number.
You couldn't see the possible kidnappees out here.
Now,
So,
now that Dean knows, you bring him out there at 100%.
he's
Different
gone.
story.
But
All right, I made it through this level before. I got this.
Yeah.
we did $5 in all the
Power
slots
up,
and
bitches.
in the big ones. Lost miserably. I don't get the slots. Like you put the $5 in, hit the button, the thing spin, nothing matches, and I win. I hit the button again, everything matches, and it's like, oh, you suck, you're out of money. And I was like, what
Thank
just
you
happened?
for your contribution.
I own your house now.
So we just did $5 straight up, just so I could get the little printout like with 10 cents left over.
yeah.
I get the printout, so I got all my printouts from like the Luxor, Bellagio, MGM, Caesars, Harrah's, and whichever other ones we went to. So that was my gambling.
Paying for memories.
Yeah.
Well, we ended with roulette, which we should have started with.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad I
Didn't
ended
you
with
fare
it.
out on one of them?
Yeah, I did okay on the roulette.
Yeah, on the roulette.
The roulette made up for my 50 and a little extra.
Bro, you hit twice. That was it. Talk about a smart man. Hits twice and says, cash out.
Done. Dunsky.
Done.
I can buy 2 Tito's and cranberries now.
I could buy a couple Tito's.
I'm still gonna have to front the tip, but you know.
Yeah, that was crazy. But Peyton was standing behind me. He wasn't supposed to be on the gaming floor because you got to be 21 out there, I guess.
Yeah.
Down here, it's 18.
Yeah, everything down here is 18. Everything over there is 21. I don't get it.
He legit got kicked. The first night there, I was doing my $5 in the slots,
Yeah.
and the lady came up. She's like, "I need to see your ID. You don't look 30." He's like, "I'm
thought
19." She's like,
Yeah,
"Get
I
out!"
thought she was talking to me.
He's flagged. He was already
We
in
can
trouble
lose
by
our
the time he
gaming
got there.
license.
He's red flagged anyway.
So the rest of the weekend, every time his toe would step on the gaming, I was like, "Get back!" I hate you, Dad. Yeah, the roulette was all right.
Yeah.
You got a little bit too.
Yeah. I'm about broke even with
I did it
all the
once.
casinos.
I did it once, and I just $5, and I went.
That was fun.
That was it.
I don't know why
I
they
was
call
done.
them, they call them the penny slot machines,
It ain't a penny.
but it ain't a penny. Like you get 2, maybe 3 spins, and your $5
Right.
is gone.
Penny per line, and you can play up to like 30 lines.
Yeah, but they make you play like 5 lines.
Yeah.
Everything's
Well, no,
like
you
5
could-
credits.
at the when you first start, there's a little section where you could select total bet.
Yeah, but
It tells you how
the
much.
cheapest
Yeah, but
one's
none
still
of
like
them-
40 cents.
Yeah, none of them were a penny.
40 cents, but that's 40 lines. So if
It
you
was
did
40
that
credits.
on $1, it'd be $40 for that one spin.
There's a lot of math going on right now. I did not come over here to crunch
Justin
numbers.
knows about the slots.
Yeah.
Well, I just read the little thing at the bottom when it starts up.
I love slots.
We don't read. Anyway, that was Vegas in a nutshell. Good
Very
times.
Cool. The spear, that thing's cool.
Oh yeah, the sphere.
Oh, the Sphere was
so-
cool, yeah. They did that U2 concert while you were out there, right?
Yeah,
Started the day we got there, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the video.
and the Alvarez fight. Alvarez was Canelo
Canelo.
Alvarez was at the Lowriders.
He was at the
show.
Lowrider, yeah, the Lowrider show. I had no idea who he was. I just saw a very large man with a lot of diamonds.
Yeah.
And body, like this is a very large, he's a professional heavyweight boxer.
Yes.
His bodyguards made him look like
Peanuts.
me standing next to Ryan.
Right.
Like a little
As
dude.
worthless as his body
And I'm like,
was,
that dude
right?
could whip my ass. And that guy, he would eat me. Like he's a big son of a bitch. But yeah, I had no idea who he was. And then literally the next night I saw the picture. I was like, hey, that's the guy from the Lowriders show.
We're actually going to put up a
is
picture of us in the terminal, and we have Ryan in it, or you will see part of him.
You remember that picture?
After this episode, if I am not on a future episode, you will know what happened. Ryan is vertically challenged, and we love him to death.
To say the least.
But we caught half an eyeball, and we got a forehead.
Right
And he was, and the sad part is, on my daughter, I did not try to do that. And all I heard is, as I hit the button and it went click, I heard, fucking tilt it the fuck down. And it went click, and I got a half an eyeball and a forehead, and it was an angry eyeball.
It was the three. It was you, me, and Ryan. And those guys in the background.
You know, he noticed the tilt. You know he was on his tippy toes.
And he was jumping.
He was tippy-toed out.
Yeah.
So
That was right after Trent tripped a lady walking past him.
That's true.
Oh man.
the plane.
True. That was her stopping point.
I had nothing to do with that other than making the jokes after she fell.
Oh yeah. That's yeah. I saw that picture. That's perfect. Oh god.
He looks like
Shout
like
out to
your dog
Ryan.
who wants a piece of meat. Give it up over the table.
We'll make sure to share that video or that picture.
I'm
You
gonna
got
send it
to.
to you, bro. You got the whole crew, and then just that's it. Get mad as the day is long.
Anyway, that was Vegas. It was good times were had. I want to take a quick second. I hate to bring it down. I know you're laughing over there. The lowriding
Love you,
world
Ryan.
lost a pretty influential guy, an OG in the game.
Oh yeah.
In the Street Charger bill. I don't know if you guys. It's not so big in
For
the
the
west in the
advent
West
lowriders
Coast,
at
but
heart.
Street Charger. He engineered and made the Street Chargers. I love them. I ran them in all my lowriders.
I'll be running one.
Yeah.
I have one. He actually answered a couple questions that I had
Yeah.
before we were doing this.
Solid dude.
Super
Always
super solid guy. Super nice
approachable,
guy.
very
Humble.
good.
Very very much.
A little moment of silence for him.
He'll be missed, and rest in peace.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for your contributions.
For sure. Anyway, that sums up this episode of the Lifted, Lowered, and Confused podcast. Tune in for the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.